Good afternoon, folks. We've got another engine update for you here. First off, with regards to the kinematics, we were noticing in the cycle, as you can see in the video here, we were getting a bump in the cycle and felt that was taking away some of the power from it, but had some difficulty in adjusting the phase angle or the stroke with the kinematics design we had. So we looked at changing that kinematics, and we did change it, and it looks something like this. It's a simple mechanism. The piston is a direct drive off the crank, and then the displacer is driven with a very simple 4-bar mechanism that minimizes the angle of the drive for the displacer and tries to average out the acceleration of it to keep that pretty consistent. We've dropped about 20 pounds in weight and probably about $40 in cost going with this new kinematics. It looks something like this. You can see we're using some plastics in it. This is the prototype configuration. We can change the phase angle with basically just reattaching 2 bolts. The displacer drive does pass through the center of the drive axle, so that's split, but that does collapse the volume substantially for the overall package. Seems to be working out pretty well so far. Still working on some of the bugs, but we're getting pretty close. We were up to about 98 RPMs on the prior kinematics, and on this one we're up to about 80 so far and working out some of the frictions and alignments and things of that sort. We hope to get to about 160 RPMs or so. Here's a short video of it showing you it in operation, and you can see a little bit how it's working.
Put the generator in place. We don't have no power drain, no power load on at this point. We're running at about 80 RPMs with the new kinematics. We're getting a little vibration like we get out of the system, but overall the cycle is pretty clean. About 80 RPMs on the crank. You can see we got a wobble in that crank. It's got to be taken out.
That pretty much shows the kinematics update, what we've been working on for the past couple of weeks. We have dropped, as I mentioned, about 20 pounds in weight and about probably $40 to $50 in material costs going with this design. So it's really going to have a great thing, allowing us easier access to pressurize the crankcase to really get that power up. And that's our main action item next, is to increase the power output for the engine. Once we get that under control, then we'll move on to improving the heat flow out of the head just a little bit, reducing some of that displacer costs right now that we're outsourcing by insourcing some of the welding, and then get those engines shipped. We're anxious to get to that, but we want to have a solid design before that happens. Thanks everybody for your support. Keep it coming, and we'll talk to you shortly.